Haere mai and welcome, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for this new moon in Leo, which is coming up, it's the 26th, I think, today. So it's coming up in a couple of days. So let's see what we've got in terms of the storyline we've just got the world, the universe flying out, Pisces. Let's see what the storyline is today. It looks like we're entering into, or we have in fact just completed, a cycle of sorts. Have you shed a little bit of your skin, dear fishes? Are you swimming in the same direction as each other? A new cycle. Let's see. With a new level of perspective, maybe. We've got the Eight of Cups, which speaks of a level of detachment emotionally, a level of detachment. We're not really attached to the same things that have been of concern over recent years or something. We've got a new sort of sense of authority. We get the Emperor. Your authority over your world, Pisces. I do kind of see that here, but as I said, we will go through and clarify. This is part of what one would see as being a natural process. Obviously, it's a natural process, right? There's nothing external that's seemingly impacting you. I mean that you see yourself as being quite independent, and the word that is bandied about a lot these days is sovereignty. It's interesting, but there's an independence running through here. So a level of, in the Eight of Cups, emotional, it's not disconnection, it's nothing like that. It's a level of objectivity. We have the Emperor, this rule maker. I don't see it as an external authority, Pisces. It is more you embodying that within yourself. And then we have the Star, beautiful Aquarian card here. It is about healing. Primarily, it is a sort of a kind of baptism. We're mixing the waters. We're very much in connection with higher aspects of our self. I mean, in terms of that connection to source force, to a higher power that lies within us anyway, to Pisces. So it's pretty amazing. Let's look at the universe, the world. It is like a big watery portal. 10 of discs. The 10 of discs sits at that root chakra, if you want to look at it in terms of energy, central energy points, the main, well, there's hundreds, but those 7, standard points of energy in our bodies. The 10 of discs sits at that base area. It's about family. It's about, abundance, I guess, in a material sense. Physically, we see it around us. It's about lineage. It's about family connections. It's about themes that run through generations as well. Maybe there have been some realizations of that for some Pisceans out there. I say this because it confirms to me that that is the case. When this happens, and it happens quite often, that the world, again, we do understand a lot of those as much as we can at the moment. A lot of those familial threads that run through generation after generation after generation. And this is the understanding of some elements of this for you, Pisces, has in fact freed you up on in quite a wide way, on many levels. We get the full, fresh, new growth. We're really stepping off here. Without, there's no aspects from the past that are holding us back or that are shaping the way that we're seeing what we're seeing, actually. So it's pretty amazing. Let's look at that 8 of Cups, Pisces. 8 of Cups. Pisces, this is quite big. It's like just those cards all there at the beginning are like a reading in one anyway, What's that? 8 of Cups. We get the Ace of Swords. A new level of clarity with this objective stance in an emotional way. You really do have the gift of clarity here, which is not just about familial connections. It's got a because it's in its because it's something that you shape, right? This is something that you see and draw in, and you give this form. So it's in its, I'm trying to think of the right word, it's in its seminal state. Is that the right word or term? But it is here for you to give it form, and it's quite high level insight, quite high octane clarity, if you could put it like that. Interesting. Now, let's see the Emperor here. And you are your own authority. We get the Chariot moving, very balanced. Like I said at the beginning, fishes, are you both sort of swimming in the same direction? You might not be in the same pond, but you might be swimming in the same direction. We've got this consummate balance with the Chariot, which is works in progress. We're coming full on out of that primordial sea of Binah, shapeless form, formless waters that you are in your motion creating form from, Pisces. It's all very metaphorical, but nevertheless, we've just got a whole wodge of cards coming out, probably too many. We're speaking of balance here. We get the 2 of Cups. This is a choice. Primarily, this card is about a choice, reciprocal, equality, equanimity, balance. Whether this is in yourself or whether it's the way that you relate to others. Balance is everything here. The Chariot could not move, could not be creating works without being in balance. So there's an opening within this for movement. There is movement, understanding your for want of a better word, authority, sovereignty, whatever. But we don't need to go overboard with that. I've got too many other cards here. I'm just going to put them back. And we'll look at the star. Because there is obviously healing that's gone on here. And a level of transformation. We've got death. So we've got the world twice. We've got death. Big shifts. One can't deny that the nature of these times is initiating almost an acceleration of change and growth on a very individual level, as much as what we're seeing on a collective level. There's an acceleration, right? This is it's like high voltage growth, Pisces. So let's see what Brian Froud has to offer. A little glimmer with the pixies and fairy folk. Whoa, what's happening here? Got quite a few, too many, but we do have Arval Parrot. Now, whether you can quantify this development or this evolution within yourself, whether you can quantify it with language, I would say it's more about sign language. Arval Parrot is about expression, but expression in action, expression in sign. Expression in sign. And I must say, I just recently sort of become, which I should have thought about that earlier, but, you know, become aware of speaking clearly. I don't know why I'm just thinking about that. But so Arval Parrot, it's about semaphore, sign language. We act in the world. It shows others something about us, doesn't it? Even if we're not speaking. It's kind of interesting. And then we get, on the bottom of the deck, we get honesty, which is like Arval Parrot's cousin. This is, you know, the nervous system, our heart radiating this vibratory expression of honesty. It is called honesty. Interesting. Pisces, now can we just get a journey map card? We're just spreading them out here. I'll just go along, and oh, it's so cold. Winter time, rain, just never seems to stop. Anywho, wow. Look, I do feel a large level of grace, I think is the right word within this reading for Pisceans out there, actually. The card that we get from the journey map is Lady of Loss. Now, yeah, she looks very webby or netty or something, isn't it? The image here. But Lady of Loss, it's really about, you know, it reminds me of the Star card because it's a card that really says, look, you know, we experience loss in our lives, and but if we never had the emotional fortitude or expansiveness, we wouldn't feel loss. You know what I mean? And so it's bittersweet. There's a beautiful bittersweetness about that. Pisces. So I do love that card. And to me it is, we look up, we at those times and look up into that vast world and universe that we live within and look up at those stars, as in the star card. We feel our connection here to a higher force, source force, whatever that is. And it gives us comfort. On that note, Pisces, that was an interesting read. Take good care, enjoy, have some fun. New moon in Leo. The light is shining, even though it doesn't feel like it is here, but it's just too cloudy. On that note, take good care, and we'll see you next time, Pisces. Cheers. Ka kite, bye.